nice offlane no matter the game, I would say. There's really never a bad game to pick him. There are some heroes that counter him, but it's very rare you see people say, like, don't pick Darkseer. He can work with any lineup, really. We love the Vacuum. We love the Ion Shell. He's a tough hero to lane against, and even if he loses lane, if you put the pressure in the lane so he loses lane, he can just go ahead and farm the jungle. So he works great. Breaker, we don't see him pick too much anymore, at the very least, but we'll see what they do with him, you know? We will see. I think it is a slighter weaker pick unless they do really well. I think that I personally think that Breaker, it's harder to win a game with him past 12 to 15 minutes, but if he applies enough pressure in the early stages of the game, his team can make sure to carry with the farm and space that they get. We're looking at some of these bans right now. We see Lifestealer and Ember in the second phase. I think Ember is a pretty common second ban phase. Second ban in the second phase, or first ban in the second phase. It's pretty standard. He is very good this patch with his magic build. He can go in mid or safe lane. He's versatile in that way, and he's very strong. So I can see why they'd want to ban him, but I don't think that Team Evos would pick Ember into an Underlord and a Crystal Maiden. Ember does okay against Underlord, but as I said, the root combo with Pit of Malice and Frostbite, that'd be kind of scary to play against if I was that Ember, but nonetheless, they do ban him. Lifestealer, I can see why you'd ban him. He's also banned a lot in the second phase. It's not that he's amazing this patch. I just think that his rage helps him be an independent laner, and then the Spear Breaker Lifestealer combo is amazing. So, yeah.
Radiant team.
We see the Nyx Assassin and the Tinker ban from Evos. I'm wondering if the Tinker ban is because of the Nyx ban. So they banned Nyx. They're like, we really don't want to play against Nyx for some odd reason. I guess it's not because they wanted to play Tinker, because Nyx is a hard counter to Tinker. Maybe they want to go OD. We'll see. And then they banned Tinker almost immediately after Nyx. And I think they do that because they think, okay, well, if Nyx is out of the way, Entity has a good chance of picking Tinker. Otherwise, Tinker is also a really annoying laner to play against. I mean, everyone hates playing against him. I know I do. I ban him in pubs all the time. So, on the ban side, nothing unusual besides that drill pick, or the drill ban. So, I see a third pick Shadow Fiend from Evos. This is a little risky, right? Because now Entity Esports have the chance to counter with a TA, any hero that does well against Shadow Fiend. I know that Invoker does well against Shadow Fiend. So does TA. So there are two picks out there that Entity could take right now to counter that Shadow Fiend ban. But Evos don't want to reveal their safe lane carry or their safe lane support yet, which makes sense. They really want to make sure they win that safe lane, and they probably think that's where they're strongest at. We see Vengeful come out on Entity Esports and the Jug. I think the Jug CM combo is always really strong. The mana regen helps out Jug a lot, and then the Frostbite and Crystal Nova Slow really helps Blade Fury come out and do the damage necessary for Jug to dominate his lane. So we'll see where that goes. We see VS is going to be a support this game, which is really interesting. I mean, I'm assuming they're not going to put her mid. Maybe it could be a Jug mid against the Shadow Fiend, but I'm pretty sure it's a Jug safe, Vengeful Spirit support, and they still have their mid to pick, which I think TA would be really good here, especially against Weaver. This might be a Weaver support. This could be a Weaver carry. I would really like to see the Weaver carry because I think he would do well against the Jug, and he would do well against the CM. Maybe not so much the Underlord. The negative armor that comes from Swarm, the armor reduction that comes from Swarm on Juggernaut would be really strong, but or not on Juggernaut, on Underlord would be really strong, but I think that is a tougher lane, so I think it might be a Weaver support just because CM and Underlord are pretty hard to play against, and the Magic Missile on VS is really hard on Weaver early game, but it could be an aggro on the off lane. Maybe they want to put Weaver and a safe lane support to harass the Jug, and then put Darkseer on the regular safe lane bottom position, and that would be really strong as well. They banned Disruptor on Entity Esports side, so they think that the Weaver is a carry. And then we'll see what they ban on Team Evos' side for this fifth ban. I think I think TA is the way to go, but we'll see. Just because, I guess you don't need to ban TA because you have the Spear Breaker there to help you out in your lane, but I think it would be nice for Spear Breaker to be able to put more pressure on Jug and more pressure on Underlord. But even that being said, it's really hard to pressure both Jug and Underlord because of the root from Underlord, his massive armor, and the massive whatchamacallit we get from Underlord, the massive root. I think that's what I was going to say. I don't know. I spaced out there. They were right, though. It is a Weaver carry. They take Rubik as the support, and they ban the Magnus. Makes sense why you'd ban Magnus, right? You have the Juggernaut, the Jug-Magnus combo with a CM freezing field would be really devastating against this lineup. So you can see why they're doing.
5 seconds remaining.
In the meantime, we see the Rubik pick being smart just because you could steal a lot of good spells that would really benefit Rubik in this scenario.
Templar Assassin.
Do you mind for the not speaking on the Dota TV? We're just trying to figure out what's going on. Our Azubu cast is not working. It says it's streaming to Azubu, but it's not. So I want to make sure that those people watching on Azubu do get to view the game. Meanwhile, we see the Templar Assassin pickup. So I think that's going to be really awesome to see. Not really, yeah. I think Templar Assassin is going to be a good hero to play against SF, and I think it's a really strong pick. Again, guys, do apologize for the interruption. Just trying to figure out some stuff on Azubu. Alrighty. We do see the Radiant Ward come out here, just checking it as a carry weaver. We do see the Radiant Ward here. I think that's going to give it's going to give really good vision for a possible gank on the SF coming. I wouldn't place it here, honestly, actually. I would like to see a more aggressive observer, or I like this side more, because it just gives you, usually you have your supports coming from the left side, but we'll see. We get the D ward from Blizzard. They're going to commit a sentry right here to take out this observer, and that's a pretty standard observer, so it's kind of disappointing to see that happen. They probably should have been smarter with how they placed their observers.
The battle begins.
We do see the level 1 smoke coming out from Vengeful Spirit, and no chance or CM. Though Tuhoi is going to be there to protect the lane somewhat, Ramsey could fall down. We do have refractions first on Swifties. So there is the extra damage. We're going to see the pause come out. VS's smoke is popped, or VS smoke does pop. I don't think they have vision on it. It is daytime. We'll see, though. Otherwise, I mean, Ramsey does have a little time to turn if he does see this, but there is Frostbite and Stun coming out here. They don't see it, so looks like they're going to wait. They're going to go on TA, which is not the brightest idea. No chance it's now going to use Frostbite, and the Magic Missile comes out, and it's going to be First Blood on Shadow Fiend. Swifty's going to be able to pick that up, which is going to be really huge as to how he wins this lane, because he already has the lane matchup. Now, Underlord and Logic here fighting at it in the safe lane for Radiant. He looks like he's going to be rushing a Basilius. Pick up the wand almost immediately after he gets the rune. TA is going to be pressured, though, by Tuhoi. We do have a salve, which he probably, he pops it right away. Meanwhile, Jug is going up against Spirit Breaker. Looks like Spirit Breaker is going to get a couple of levels before he gets the chance to roam, and then Darks here is just doing what he can at the most right now, and it's farming with Iron Shell. Evil Ash could come in with a Magic Missile if he has the vision. Maybe he's waiting for Reveal to go in and use the Shrine. Looks like Evil Ash is... Oh! Reveal's going to pop the Ion Shell. There's Evil Ash. He's going to use the Magic Steel, or Magic Missile, and he's not going to be able to pop Shrine in time on Radiant's side, so Reveal is going to fall down. It's 2-0. Entity's really doing work here. Bara is going to charge in on No Chance. No Chance is not going to be able to escape, but we see Magic Missile on cue from Vengeful. He does need 70, 30, 40 mana. He had 70. It's not going to be enough to kill the Fast Life. And even then, I don't think Jug could have made it with Blade Fury, and the level 1 Blade Fury just doesn't do enough damage. We see an Aquila Rush on the Templar instead of going for the bottle. This will help her with regeneration maybe more.
That should help.
Again, sorry, one more time, we are looking at some technical difficulties on Azubu.
What surge is this?
There's going to be kill on Underlord. I know we're not picking that up. Again, we're still trying to fix the Azubu stream at the moment. I do apologize. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Do apologize that for that inconvenience. We're still trying to figure out what's going on with this stream. It's not going the way we wanted to, but we'll make it work.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We do see the Dire ward coming here, so they're trying to let Blizzard farm pretty independently and let him have his own lane and his own levels while the CM does get the jungle. Maybe they want to go on Darks here. They don't know if they have the damage. We do have 7 armor coming out from... We are going to see Bara charge on Underlord. Underlord's having a really tough time laning against this Reaver. He's getting a lot of help from the Breaker, and Breaker's level 3 stun is doing a lot of work. The 2-second duration is really helping out. We're going to see TA. She basically pushes out the SF in lane. Really, SF has no chance of winning this lane. He is farming jungle. He does have more last hits, but they are jungle last hits, so they aren't worth as much as the other creeps.
Double damage.
We're going to see Ramsey get pressured by No Chance and Evil Ash, but there's a lot of damage coming from his raises. No Chance looks like he's not going to be able to escape as he gets pressured by Tuhoi. Maybe he can make it out in Juke, but it doesn't look like he can. He does get the TP off magnificently. Yes, is going to fall for the trade on Ramsey, but it's going to be worth it. TA in the meanwhile, getting her farm. Looks like she does have treads. She's going to start farming the ancient stacks, and she has 54 last hits at 7.5 minutes. See Logic going the Perseverance. I don't know if him going Lincoln's is the best option right away this game. They do have SF who can provide a lot of damage, but I would like to see something like a Dragon Lance or a Dezo or a Maelstrom out from Weaver, so we'll have to see.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Again, I do apologize for fixing some stuff onto Zubu. Underlord is going to fall down. Bara's going to be able to get his charge. Another strike as he is level 6. He's going to charge out of the way not to die from Blizzard's Omni Slash. Looks like he's safe to go. Logic is low on health, but he does have Shikuchi to avoid any possible extra damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We are going to see Ramsey here. He's going to try getting out of the way. He's going to get hit by Frostbite and Crystal Nova, and looks like he's going to fall down. He tries to at least get the kill on No Chance, but doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Looks like bottom is getting taken down by Blizzard, A35 and Evil Ash. They're going to use Underlord ult to defend top as they take bottom tower. And they come, they have root and stun ready. The Logic here with Perseverance.
A golden thread. I'll take that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
We're gonna see Fast Life maybe get pressured by Swifty. They do spot him out, they're pinging him. You see Crystal Nova. Bar's gonna charge on a Swifty. Frostbite does come out though, and it looks like Swifty is gonna take him out with a Meld Refraction combo. They're gonna get the tier 1 mid as well. It's 5-5. Looking at net worth now, it's in the lead of Dire, but looks like Radiance maybe going to be able to get the kill on Blizzard. They are going to do enough damage. Logic does go in though. He's going to get spotted by a Sentry. He does have ultimate if he wants to escape out of the situation. He gets the kill on A35 as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
We are back, guys. We did have, again, some final issues. If you do usually watch in Azuba, but you're watching in client right now, do check out my channel at twitch.tv/TheDirtyRussian. There you can go ahead and see the stream as well. You're going to see that net worth is in the lead of ETE by 1,000. It is changing though, as we see Evos getting those last 3 kills to throw it in their way. You're going to see an early mechanism, maybe not too early, but on pace mechanism for A35. Jug here going to get the Yasha. You usually want to get that around 11 minutes. That's a good timing, but 12 minutes is okay as well. We're going to see a Logic going for the early Blinkins. He does decide to get the Blinkins, which isn't a bad choice, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. We're going to see Radiance Courier get picked off here by the TA. She does have a Blink instead of going to Deso early, which I think is going to benefit them in having better mobility, especially against someone like a Breaker and a DS. We're going to see Freezing Field come out from Crystal Maiden to secure the kill on Weaver. He is going to fall down. That is a pretty big kill. TA is leading the net worth in 2,000 by 2,000 gold. So I think that she is going to be the one who's going to make this game. She's going to break or make this game with her plays. And I think Swifty is capable once he gets the Dazo here in about a minute. He should be getting it around 14:30 once he farms the jungle camps. He'll be able to take Roshan, and with Aegis, he'll be able to push more towers.
Blessings.
We're going to see a kill come from the Logic as he picks off CM. Not quite sure what she was doing out so far. Maybe trying to get a ward, but that is his Lincolns. So. We're going to see Swifty jump onto Rubik, and there's really not much Rubik can do. He tried stealing a spell, but it just wasn't enough. He stole the Firestorm. Again, Swifty with Desolator and Blink, he's going to take out these supports in 2 to 3 hits, maybe Breaker in 5 to 6, just because Breaker has been playing up position 4 and he is a little tankier. We're going to see Evil Ash TP out just in time before Logic is able to get the kill on him. We're going to see Jug pop out his ultimate. It's not going to be enough to kill the Fast Life, but Blade Fury might just do the job. We're going to see Swifty get the unstoppable kill streak as she kills with Dezo. This is allowing Swifty to take on Roshan, and Weaver, maybe he's going to try stopping it, try defending it. We do see SF come in. He does not have Shadow Blade, but it is up very soon. We do have Ascension though, so if he tries anything silly, they will spot it out. We see SF's ult come out. It's going to be able to hit from a little too far away. We're going to see the swap. They do not have a shrine to heal for, so looks like Radiant might be able to take Roshan here. I don't know if they want to fight though. So he does do a lot of damage. He does have Blink. They're going to have Vision on Roshan. They really can't take that Vision out. Or Logic, he could die 2 to 3 hits. In 2 to 3 hits if TA gets the right Blink. Blizzard has the Yasha. They're going to go through the wall. Swifty's going to come in, puts off Meld. He's going to take out half of Logic's HP. Logic's down or having really low health. Roshan's falling meanwhile with Ramsey. Ramsey's going to be able to take the Aegis. He has double damage, but Swifty's going to come in and make sure that he dies, but he's being saved by the wagon coming out from Darkseer. Avil's wall of Replicate's going to be putting pressure on Blizzard and Evil Ash. Like it's going to be a triple kill for Ramsey, ultra kill for Ramsey as they secure this kill, as they secure this team fight.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's just really poor planning on Entity. They got a little too happy when they wanted to go ahead and push on the Roshan fight.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
This'll come in handy.
Going to see tier 2 dropping to a Logic and Ramsey. A35 is trying to put down some pit and protect Radiant side, but doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Tower is low enough to where it can be denied, I'm pretty sure, but I think they're going to leave it up for now. Logic's gonna go for the Dragonlance. SF has his Dragonlance. He just got it, right? Yeah, it's on the corner. He's still getting wait. He's still waiting for it to be delivered. He has an Ogre Club for his BKB on there as well. TA, in the meantime, did fall off. She was 3k net worth ahead about a minute and a half ago, but that fight really helped SF catch up in that. Swifty going for a Dragonlance as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Gonna see Logic putting pressure on the tier 2 bottom. He does have ult if he wants, but he also has Jug Healing Ward that Rubik stole. You're gonna spot out Evil Ash, who's gonna hopefully be able to escape out in time. 835 is going to get vacuumed in, and then the Logic's gonna get the last hit. He's not gonna be able to ult out in case.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is
You're gonna see
under
tier
attack.
3 getting pushed in by Evos, and there's really not much Entity can do. They're pushing mid and top, but I don't think that's going to be. I mean, it looks like Radiant's going to be backing,
Radiant's top
even
tower
with.
is under attack.
Oh, we're going to see Ultimate come out from Ramsey. Maybe he's going to be able to get the kill on Evil Ash before Aegis pops. Looks like he's going to be left to dead. Oh, we see the Underlord ult come out from Rubik. It's not going to be enough though. Swifty's going to come in and get that kill. Ramsey's going to be able to kill VS, but he's also going to fall down. Darkseer's going to be able to TP away. Weaver is going to start pushing in the lanes. But that's almost a tier 3. Or, not really. It only did about 600 damage. Thought it was much lower. But so that is a kind of a throw, I think. It does help them regain some control on the Dire side. They did put in some pressure on that tier 2 and the other tier 2 at top. And I really feel like the late game is in the hands of Entity just because they have a Jug over a Weaver. They do have to make it there though, and Weaver is nowhere near coming to his max capacity. He's going to get Dezo, and then things really get real.
Gold for me.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Jug looking like he wants to be picking up a Diffusal Blade. Don't know if that is the best option. It does give some cheap stats and some extra crowd control. They are lacking on maybe a couple. They have like a root and a stun. They really don't have much else though, so that Diffusal Blade will help him get there. It's also really cheap stats. I think Entity is saying, hey, we're going to have to fight early, so we're going to need something to help us stay alive, and the Diffusal definitely does that. Swifty's going to get the kill on Weavers. He extends into the enemy jungle. They're going to find Tuhoi. Doesn't really have any spells that can protect him. He doesn't have spell steal. He tried stealing something that was just too late. We're going to see the TP from Fast Life. It's not going to happen in time. Or it's not going to happen in time for 835 to land down and Evil to get off the stun for anything to happen. We see Evil going for the early... He's going to get Arcane Boots. Maybe before he goes Solar Crest? He is going to get Arcane Boots. Meanwhile, Darkseer does pull out his ultimate, and looks like Jug is just not able to do enough damage. He doesn't have mana for ultimate, actually, to go in and apply that type of damage, and then Freezing Field just couldn't come off from CM, so kind of unfortunate for Entity because they had that extra lead once they killed Weaver, but they lost it immediately to Ramsey, who's now starting to look really scary. He has a Silver Edge. He decided to go up for the Silver Edge instead of going for BKB right away, and he is pretty close to that BKB either way. Or he's pretty close to BKB also.
A golden thread.
He's only 4,000 behind on the TA, and TA looks pretty scary, right? She has 16k net worth, but the thing is, the next 3 people behind TA are all Radiant people, so it's really hard for Dire to do anything.
This'll come in handy.
TA, though, is going to be able to put a lot of pressure with the Dazzle Blink combo still and Hurricane Pike. They're just not tanky enough on Weaver or many of the heroes. Even Breaker, who is, you know, a pretty tanky support, is just not going to be enough right now to handle the TA's damage. We're gonna see VS get picked off by Evos. Logic's going to be able to get the last hit. He is going to use Swarm. It doesn't have that for 10 seconds. Looks like Tier 2 is going to drop. Don't really know what they can do on Dire's side. I think that team fight is just really strong on Evos right now.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Whereas TA is really the only farmed player in Entity. They do have really good high ground though. 835's Firestorm with the Pit of Malice can really put the pressure on Radiant, and they're just not going to be able to fight at the moment. But Illogic's going to get the pick off on No Chance. He's not going to be able to escape in time. He does try to pop off Crystal Nova and Frostbite, but it's just not going to come out. Illogic just hits too fast and too strong. He's going to hit the Deso 23 minutes. Jug's going to use Blade Fury. He's going to TP out. Looks like Logic's going to push this wave out. Maybe they're looking to grab the next Tier 2 at top. We're going to see BKB come out in Shadow Fiend maybe a minute. We are going to see Ramsey have enough gold for BKB. We'll see if he decides to buy it immediately. The Logic has the Denzo. He could really kill anyone he wants besides the TA and Jug maybe. And though it's a little bit of a stretch, if he doesn't ulti out, he could definitely kill him though. They do have Mac though, so he could stay alive for quite a while, I think.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You can see top getting pressured in by SF and Darkseer But in the meantime, Logic's going to be putting pressure on Blizzard in the bottom tier 3. They're just doing a split push strat right now, and it looks like it's going to work out for Evos. So you have the entire Dire team at top, and Jug really can't handle killing a Weaver. I mean, he uses his ult, Weaver's Lincoln's goes off. You're going to use ultimate from Logic, and that's going to work out. But it looks like they're going to take a fight at top without Weaver. You're going to get 2 kills. A35 is going to try TPing out with his ultimate. Swifty is going to be able to get in the ring before anything happens to her or Undying. He is able, or not Undying, Underlord. He is able to get the ultimate off. They're going to lose a tier 2 though. They do lose about 1,000 gold in that fight. Swing is going way in the way of Evos now. We're going to see tier 3 probably drop as well, as they don't have their 2 supports, but Pit of Malice and Firestorm is taking out the wave and really holding down Radiant side. You're going to have to back off on Radiant. They just cannot handle Underlord at the time being. They're going to TP in at Shrine. Radiant really don't want to take this fight. Shrine might just be what Dire need. Weaver is going to try to escape, but Pit of Malice is doing its job. It's going to be picking off Weaver. Reveal's going to die to Swifty's Deso damage. It's just too much to handle for Radiant still. Roshan's going to be up in about 10 seconds. It's going to get spotted immediately by Entity. They're going to be able to take it without a problem. And here's one of those things. Evos can throw this right away, right? You kill an off lane and a middle laner, and you give up 2,000 gold. If we take a look at Gold Swing, it's going to go from 7,500 back to 5k. Not to mention Roshan, which is going to throw down another 1,000 gold from 200 gold going to everyone. And gold exchange is really not going to go back in Evos' way until the next fight. XP is also pretty even, probably a closer range than net for sure. It's only about 2,000 spread.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ramsey is going to pick up the Invis rune. He has a Silver Edge as well. Looks like he's just going to go back to farming though. They really don't want to pick a fight and then throw, or try and go for something really greedy when they feel like they have the advantage. Maybe once they get Scotty on Shadow Fiend. Again, Weaver isn't at his full potential. That being said though, even though Weaver's not at his full potential, Jug does carry better. And Jug is starting to get the farm. He is really far behind, though, compared to where he should be at 30 minutes. We're going to see Rubik get frostbited by the CM. He's going to try TPing away, but he didn't have TP, I guess. It was on cooldown, so he was just trying to stall. It got cancelled by the frostbite from No Chance. And Swifty's going to be able to pick up that fight kill. Again, just off of that Rubik kill. We see a 500 gold exchange towards Entity side. Vill's gonna maybe buy plate mail soon here. He's gonna go for the early Shiva's Guard. The extra armor might help when you're fighting against the TA. Blade Fury comes out from Blizzard. Darkseer is just gonna TP out just in case anything bad occurs. Swifty, in the meanwhile, is going to go for the Orchid Bloodthorn, which is going to give even more damage to someone who does a buttload anyway. That could be the item that really wins them this game. If you can get it on the Weaver without the Lincolns, he's going to have BKB soon, but popping BKB for silence isn't something you always want to do, right? A Bloodthorn on Bara and Asif would be great too. Asif's down to 9 seconds on his BKB, so it's not a big
A
problem,
golden
right?
thread.
This is still anybody's game here, really. I think that both teams have capable team fighting strategies. Evos is just as good with their synergy as Entity is. They are kind of holding on to Swifty right now. Swifty is really carrying the team, but Jug should be able to get online pretty soon. They are playing a very defensive strat, right? I mean, they go pipe. They go, besides Swifty's really their main damage output, they go pipe. Jug is going Scotty. Yeah, he went Diffusal for those stats. Venge gets the medallion, which is pretty aggressive, but that was at like 6 minutes. CM Glimmer Cape, again, pretty standard. The BKB is pretty defensive, but usually want to get a BKB anyway on her. We're going to see Weaver getting his BKB at the moment right now too. Maybe this is what Evos needs to push. I mean, they could go high ground now with the BKB and just hit the tower.
Regeneration.
Dochance is really deep though. He does have Underlord and Swifty to defend him. You're going to ping him out. Really, Radiant's nowhere near to help. You're going to see the Ion Shell. Maybe this will give a clue to Swifty saying, hey, maybe there's someone here. You're not going to check the area though, and Navil's going to TP out, and Weaver looks like he's going to cut wave because he knows he can't really defend tier 2 at the moment. Asif is pushing top. That is kind of a problem for Entity. They're going to have to TP back. We see one from Underlord that should be enough, but yeah, Ramsey is going to leave. Really can't do anything though. You have Mantis Style and Swifty's going to TP out. Maybe he's going to get hit by a charge vacuum. Just come out. It's going to stop the TP. Ramsey's going to try using his ultimate, but Swifty does blink. He's going to get 4-snapped. He's going to hit by Breaker. And CM's going to fall down in 3 hits. They're going to keep going on Swifty. There's no one to help Swifty. Looks like he's going to fall down as well. Looks like they pushed a little too deep. Asip does get his TP out in time to defend the tier 2.
What surge is this?
Looks like TA and Jug are saving for buyback. They are ready to defend if something bad happens. Really don't know what they can do with the BKB up on Weaver. If I were them, I would just hit the tier 3 on Evos' side and just get Rex. They do pop fortifications. They are probably just going to drop this Rex. It doesn't look like TA is going to spawn or pop her buyback. She's going to buy back eventually. A little too late, I think. The Weaver still has a BKB. If I were the Weaver, I still would have gone for the melee Rex. It was really close. You have ultimate. You had BKB for 10 seconds. It's the first time you've popped it. You had an easy chance to get that BKB and still escape. And if they chased you, you could have turned with your team. They're going to just opt for the shrine though. Maybe it was the right thing to do. They really don't want to throw this game. But at the same time, you're dealing with a problem here. Farm is going in the way of Evos by 10,000, so I guess they have a good chance, but 10,000 with the Jug and TA doesn't always mean too much. Again, Weaver still has a lot of space to grow. But he's playing even more defensive, getting the Hurricane Pike. That being said, though, he can put a lot more pressure on pushing towers with the Force Staff. You're going to out Flash Life. He's going to get silenced. He's going to use his Shadow Blade, but Sentry does come out from CM. This is the one thing I love about supports in this bracket. I know this is a team game, but they always have a support on them. We're going to see Logic get Diffusal. He does have Shikuchi, and that's one of those things. It sucks to have Diffusal Blade on a Weaver because he just goes Shikuchi, and then he still travels at max speed. See Underlord, he's going to use his Fire Storm and TP out, using his ultimate, bringing Jug back. Jug does buy the the ultimate orb. He's just trying to get, again, those cheap stats. Evil Ash is going to stun. Silence comes out on TA. Yes, it's going to fall down, but BKB is ahead from the logic as well. They don't look like they want to go on this. We do have TA trap on Rubik. Roshan's up in 2 to 3 minutes, so not much they can do once their VS is out.
Blessings.
You're gonna see Swifty. He's gonna drop his treads. Like, he's putting them back. He's really close to getting the Bloodthorn, but I mean, he can't really save for buyback in the next 4 minutes. You might as well pick up that Bloodthorn. He's about 900 gold away from the Bloodthorn. Blizzard in the meantime, it's about 1,400 gold away. I'd say 1,200 actually. 1,200 gold away from his Scotty. He does have buyback though, so they probably want to say that. They're gonna ping out Underlord. I don't think he is. Oh, they are gonna go for it. They're gonna get the Telekinesis and the Psionic Trap. 835 is gonna get hit by Ramsey. Ramsey does have the crit creep, but Hood of Defiance or Pipe should keep 835 alive. Plus, they get a Glimmer Cape, so they lose detection of that. We do have Scotty on Ramsey. We also have AC on the Breaker. And the armor that they're all getting now, right? You have Shiva's aura. Does it provide an aura for teammates? No, it doesn't. But the neck armor, we're going to see Roshan spawn. Both teams are going to get vision of that with Psionic Trap. Even then, talking about the armor from Shiva's Guard, even though it doesn't apply to his own teammates, putting it on the other teammates is huge with AC. That's a lot of negative armor, plus the Dezo from Weaver, plus Swarm from Weaver. You're really looking at a Dire fighting with no armor. They're going to cancel the charge from Breaker. They're playing really conservative here on Evos' side. They really don't want to throw. They are still 10,000 net worth ahead, and they are only 4,000 in XP though, so besides gold, there's not much of a difference. They're going to get Roshan, they're going to get Aegis, they're going to leave Cheese in Roche. I don't know if someone's going to pick that up. Looks like they want to fight first. We're going to see Breaker fall down. BKB comes out from Ramsey. He's going to get the ult out. No chance. Sitting in the middle, he's going to get scouted out. Ultimate comes out from Underlord. He's going to fall too fast. Evil Ash tries swapping him, but it's going to be a 3-for-1 exchange. There's still Cheese and Aegis. Looks like Darkseer's going to pick that up, put him in his backpack, and they're just going to start pushing. Logic still has BKB. You still have Aegis. That fight, by the way, threw 1,000 gold towards the way of Evos. We're looking at a now 6,000 XP change and a 15,000 gold change. Or gold, advantage. Again, if I were Weaver, I would just pop my BKB and start hitting Rex. There is buyback on Sia, where she is going to throw it out, probably. They do have fortifications. We do still have Aegis on Weaver, though. You could save by BKB. They're going to rotate straight to mid. CM finally dies back. Logic looks like he does want to back off. I don't know if it's necessary, though. You do not have Wall of Replicate, which I guess is their biggest problem. They are going to use their Underlord ult at Rubik stole to go rotate top in that tower. Maybe they find top to get pushed in a little easier. Middle. And it doesn't look like they're pushing to high ground either way, so it's just giving them the space to farm. Cheese is still on a Vil, so Vil's going to be really hard for him to fall down. Looking at net worth, by the way, SF has finally overcome TA. And late game, I think that an SF is a lot scarier than a TA. Maybe they're equal. I find that SFs are much more scary than a TA. I guess it's personal preference, though, because you still have that meld combo from TA, but I feel like that just like Dezo wears off, right? The 200 extra damage is fixed. The armor reduction is fixed. Meanwhile, SF's damage does a lot more. Gonna see them grouping up. They have smokes. Weaver has the 200 extra MS on his Shakuchi speed.
take that as tribute.
Ramsey is going to get his butterfly, and they really don't have an answer to this. They don't have an MKB sitting on Templar besides that Bloodthorn, and even if he gets the Bloodthorn off, which gives him the like sure attack, they get that, what's it called, true attack from the, what is it? Yeah, true strike on Ramsey. He's going to be able to manta out of that, or he doesn't have manta, so we can just go Silver Edge or get BKB out of that as well. I thought he had manta. They are going to head from high ground here on the tower. They do have to go because they do have the Aegis, which is going to be reclaimed. Ramsey is doing damage, though. I mean, the tower is slowly falling. There's really not much that Swifty can do. And now that he has the butterfly that's going to come his way, it's going to be really hard for Swifty to kill him. Again, he does have that true strike from the silence stick, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. CM does have a TP. She is pushing out bottom. Looks like Tuhoi is going to go ahead and try to stop that. I do think that, I mean, they're going to keep charging and whatnot, but I don't know what's going on with my mouse. It's not going to be enough. They just don't have the capabilities of it. But he does have to heal now, so they could have put pressure on another tower. It looks like they're just playing safe, and they're just trying to harass the dire side. A Logic here is doing what I'd love to do as Weaver, though. He's going to just start split pushing with the 722 movement speed. You're going to lose another tier 3 almost. It's at 88 health. It's basically gone. And a Logic's still going to have that Aegis. He still has heart. There's really no way of killing him. We have like 6 psionic traps all sitting here from TA. Blizzard now, he does have his Scotty if he wants. He looks like he's saving for buyback. Does have, it looks like he has enough, right? Yeah, he has enough to get the Scotty and still have buyback. Gonna see SF secure that tower. He is gonna get hit by Silent Stick though, and that is kind of scary, but he's gonna be safe. He does have Cheese, he does have Butterfly. And, you know, they're down to 2 melees, basically, right? I mean, they have that 1 tower, but that also is going to start falling as Evos put pressure on it. We are going to see them wanting to go on Ramsey. He's going to ultimate, pops his BKB. Stun comes out on CM, or on VS. Evil Ash is going to fall down on Ramsey. It's a 1-for-1 exchange to kill Rubik, but what's going to happen afterwards? Wall of Replicate does come out. It's doing damage. The Logic's going to pop his BKB. Doesn't look like they're going for objectives. Now he is. The Logic's going for melee. Meanwhile, SF is going to secure range. There is a gem on the deck. Looks like CM ultimate is going to come out, pushes SF out a little. He doesn't have cheese anymore. He did pop that earlier. He is going to fall down. Weaver, in the meanwhile, though, is going to get the tier 3. He's going for melee. There's really not much that they can do. 3-for-1 exchange, but as I said, they are losing their objectives. Weaver does have ultimate here. They are going to hit him. He's going to secure this melee racks, though.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Alright, I don't know what happened there. Weaver does die, he does have buyback, but he does end up getting that melee ranks. So the only thing that's leaving Evos to not win here... Oh, wow. Fast Life does get the CM, but he doesn't pick up the gem. So, silly on his part. Maybe he just wanted to make sure he doesn't die because his whole team's dead, but... Again, we're looking at 1 range Drax and 1 melee Rex left.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Endurance run.
We're going to see Fast Life get pressured as Blizzard's going to push on the tier 3. They are going to have vision of Spirit Breaker. He's going to get silenced. He's going to pop off Shine. It might just be enough to keep him alive. It looks like it is. They're going to still push the tier 3 though. Looks like they want to secure tier 3 before they go in and dive on the Breaker. They still have buyback on SF and Weaver, but they're both up shortly, so they don't want to waste it. Tier 3 is going to fall down. They're going to start putting pressure on the melees. Looks like it's also going to fall down. Looks like they're just dropping racks here on the Radiant side. Tuhoi is going to be able to take off another Dark Rift though, so that would really help them go up to high ground right away after a team fight, or escape from high ground after they get megas. Ramsey is going to go for the TP boots. That is what they're doing. They're going to put Ramsey and Rubik at top. Swifty is going to be there. He's not going to see the SF, though, as he is silver edged. He's going to back off before anything happens, though.
Golden braid.
E35 does have the gem. Looks like he's trying to get a Scythe of Ice. He's saving for buyback, though. Vengeful also saving for buyback. Doesn't have enough just yet. We do see MKB coming out on Templar. I'm assuming that the Courier has 2 Javelin Spears. Yep. And TP boots. I'm actually really curious. He's keeping treads instead of the TPs.
Double damage.
They're doing a really good job of keeping lanes pushed. It looks like they're just waiting for Roshan. They do have that. They have double damage. Logic's going to be able to take it in 2 seconds. And I think that this is going to be GG right here. With Aegis and Cheese, they're going to be able to make sure to get that last melee, and there's nothing that they're going to be able to do on the side of Entity. Cheese is dropped. Looks like Breaker's going to take it. Make sure that he stays live. The Logic still has that double damage. They're going to need to get rid of it. He's doing 271 damage plus his base attack, which is 182. He has a BKB. That melee racks will drop pretty fast. Do they have forts is the question. It looks like they do, so. Sorry, guys, fix my voice. In the meantime, Jug's gonna fall down. SF's gonna fall down. He does have buyback. Doesn't look like he's gonna pop it. Swifty is gonna pop off fractions just in time. He's gonna use Meld. Logic's gonna get pressured though. SF is going to buy back. Logic's going to get the kill on TA. Buyback comes out from CVS and CM. Looks like the melee racks are going to fall down to Ramsey, though, after his buyback. There's really not much they can do. Both cores don't have buybacks. They're down for 60 seconds. No chances of going to get pressured by the fast life. They're not calling GG just yet, but it looks like this is the end. Evil Ash is going to fall down once more. He doesn't have buyback. Underlord's going to try TPing out. He does, but they're losing tier 4s at the moment right now. No chance it's going to get Ghost Scepter off. Weaver still has the Aegis. GG is called, and that's game 1 going towards Team Evos in this best of 3. Really not much you can do. TA tried carrying the game. It was a great pickup, but Jug just couldn't get the farm. He was getting pressured in lane from minute 1 and wasn't really looking good for him the whole game.